What is happening, citizens of the Reject Nation? How are you feeling this morning? It's time to go outside and look up because apparently we got a final Superman trailer that neither of us were aware was coming out. Before we go into that, I want to say thank you both for being here. And it's going to be John's birthday in less than 24 hours, so wish him a happy early birthday in the comments. Leave a like while you're at it. Don't forget to buy your Superman tickets. I bought mine at Universal IMAX. Let's do it.
Oh, I love the scope of this movie.
Man.
Sounds like a question.
Deconstruction.
Oh, what a cool
in
shot!
the building.
That is
Being
awesome.
on planet Earth.
Is Lex talking?
It's got to be.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Now, as planned,
Oh, the engineer's powers look great.
I'll destroy you.
Ouch.
That line was edited.
That reporter you always do.
I wonder if he is a clone.
Ultraman?
Yeah.
I'm really curious. Ooh, interesting.
I'll kill them too.
Yeah. Really treated him like an alien threat.
And he knows what to strike at his heart.
Lift up.
Dang, man. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Oh, man.
No matter
Man,
what
it's
you
just-
do to me, Luthor,
Damn!
The scale.
your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it
I love how
up.
this is a Lex
Luck
versus
with
Superman
that.
trailer.
Oh,
what a
I
great
love that shot. Alex Ross shot.
Yeah!
Oh, nice! Get some teeth in the camera.
Damn, the waterway.
Oh,
Oh, crap.
Big Blue.
Boat is parting.
Big
Blue.
Dang.
Going toe to toe with Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Let's go, terrific.
Is that a baby?
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
Damn, there's so much more new footage here.
Superman.
Let them die.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's Lex's whole. Yep.
Love it. Love it.
Hey! Quit messing around.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Whoa, cool.
Nice.
Wow, what a cool spinning laser shot.
Eyes up here.
Yup.
I will. I
oh,
will.
There you go.
Oh, I'm so glad we saved that. The last footage from the trailer is the full. Yes.
I love the roughness and the shutter speed to that. Damn, that was a really, really good trailer. It's time to give some thoughts on it. But before we give our thoughts on it, I wanted to shout out a couple of important things. Our sponsor, which is us today, because we got a couple of things brewing here at the channel. One of them is, of course, Coy and I got our Real Rejects podcast. Thank you to all who have been joining us. John, of course, is the third supporting player of that journey. Secondly, these two are back with the DC animated movie reactions. They have been catching up primarily with the Superman reactions, incoming in a couple of weeks, the Crisis on Infinite Earths, the three-parter reaction.
huge.
We got Andrew and Tara, who are doing also an adjacent road to the Superman movie by starting with the Christopher Reeves film, going all the way into, Superman Returns and then the Snyder films. We're doing a big journey through Superman right now, a big celebration of a hopeful time. And of course, I want to say a thank you to all who have become righteous rejects. They are those who purchase our reject apparel. We got so many different options, and I want to say thank you to every one of them because it is an amazing way to support the channel. And, in times like these of YouTube, a lot of people are saying it like, you never know what's going to be monetized, what will stay monetized. Right now, we even got a copyright strike. So things are a little bit up and down. So it's an amazing way to support the channel. If you can't do that, don't worry. Just keep watching our videos. Actually, that's probably the best way to support us. All right. Enough of that. Thank you for letting me say all that. Let's go to some thoughts here. John, please, you can take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Take it off. No,
Yeah.
this was super fun. This was, every trailer we've gotten for this has gotten me sort of increasingly excited, and I feel like each one has also given us a slightly more ingrained look at the actual personality of the movie, which is nice. I really liked the, scale, but juxtaposed with the little human moments and the little asides between characters. I like that this really focused in on Lex especially, and as you pointed out, the Lex and Superman conflict at the heart of all these things. And two, just like the wide angle look of so much of this action, it gives it, yes, like a bit of a fisheyeing effect that I know people were like freaking out about when that one flying shot came out. But I think for a movie like this, at a scale like this, I think it's an interesting way to shoot it because it does give you that sort of breadth of scale, or at least it gives you a sense for just how much we're packing into the frame. And yeah, this looked super rousing. It looked super exciting, and it looked like it had a certain amount of levity along with the badassness, you know, so I'm pretty excited.
Hey, I agree with you on the way the cinematography is done. I mean, I feel like it's showing the strengths of what we got from The Flash when that did look really cool. And I did see this trailer in IMAX when I saw Mission Impossible the second time, and I thought it looked beautiful. So I was like, yes, I have to go see this in IMAX, and hopefully I catch some of you guys there opening day. Coy, please. What'd you think, man? What new things do you think we got from this?
I've been talking a lot lately about this new age of superhero film, and comic books, they go golden age, silver age, modern age. Like, there are marked evolutions in the tone and style of comic books, and I think this and Fantastic Four are this new age. And I think this trailer, more than any, when you think about the big visual aesthetic flaw a lot of non-comic book movie fans say is it looks like it's shot like a TV show, it looks flat, and it's dull. Bleh. Like, this is vibrant and wide and scope, and I really love that it feels like this character suits that. It doesn't feel like they're doing it just for the sake of, like, that's the critique. It feels like this is the right character to bring us into a new age. So even removing all of my thoughts on the character, visually this looks like nothing else, and I love how wide and the scope and everything John was speaking to, but also this is Superman. It should feel like a larger-than-life world. The reason I want Metropolis to feel like somewhere else is because when I think about Metropolis, there's not just that retrofuturism of the architecture and the things in the comic books, but you have a sense of awe and wonder and scope in every adaptation and every version of Superman. That is a consistent. So this trailer, more than even the other ones, gave that sense of awe and wonder. And this tagline is look up, and this trailer feels like that. Like you're leaning back and looking up. And at one point, Greg mentioned the amount of new footage in this trailer. What I really appreciate is that we still don't know what this movie's about. We got all of that new footage, but a lot of it was yes-anding old footage. So you got a continuation on a scene, or you got a different dynamic of a scene, or a setup or follow-up to a scene. But overall, we still don't know what Lex's master plan is. We still don't know why there's a kaiju. We still don't know Ultraman. And this is the tickets on sale trailer. I think one of the biggest problem comic book movies have is they're not trusting their audience, and they're giving away everything in the trailer. And then you're either A, feeling like you don't need to see it, or B, watching the movie going, oh yeah, right, Hulk caught Iron Man, huh? Yeah. So like this is a great way to advertise tone and sensibilities and give us all the wonder, but it's doing it in a way that I don't feel like I've seen the film.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are all very, very strong points. And with some of the new footage, I feel like some theories are likely to come true. Ultraman, I do feel like is some type of clone. Like, 'cause the fact that he had the strength to hold down Superman kind of says a lot, unless it's just some like type of kryptonite suit or something that Lex managed to concoct. The Guy Gardner showdown moment. I think what we were theorizing in the last trailer is that initially Superman will probably be going toe to toe with Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and all of them. Like, he's very separate from them, but I feel like Mr. Terrific will eventually come around, and as we saw in that little dialogue exchange with them, it seems that would probably be the case, that towards the end or something they're gonna probably like team up a little bit. Mr. Terrific will probably separate himself from it.
That's my theory on what James Gunn's writing.
Yeah.
Because it feels like Mr. Terrific's a great.
Because James Gunn put out there that he's working on a sort of sequel for Superman, but not a direct. I could imagine it's
like
that.
Mr. Terrific seems like a scene stealer.
From the world of Superman.
He's also not in the Peacemaker trailer, and the other two are.
Exactly. I think that does go to support the point. And as we were talking about the CGI, I love how. Let me see how can I articulate this. How can I articulate saying the word articulate? It feels stylized. It doesn't feel like we need to fill in some shit. We need to put some stuff in. It feels very purposeful with the CGI. So even at times when it looks a little bit off, I don't mind it because there's a style to the way they're utilizing everything.
Yeah.
And you're adapting a comic book. A comic book is animated. You want this to feel animated, and I like that it's going back to that vibrant world of comic book adaptation, because we were kind of stuck in this thing of like, what's the most realistic way we can do this? And this seems like a cool blend that is honoring both of that. That Superman spin at the end, you were talking about awe and wonder. I think there's such a great aura just exuding from this trailer. Lex Luthor.
Hey.
I was telling Coy, I'm almost done with reading Superman Birthright.
What a run.
You guys might have heard me rave about the comic All-Star Superman when you guys reacted to the movie.
That's right.
And there's so much more in the comic than what's in the movie, by a lot. I love that comic. I'm not even done with Superman Birthright, and I'm like, this is undoubtedly, I prefer it
Yeah.
over All-Star Superman. I think it's more accessible, and the way they I'm getting more shades of how Lex Luthor is in Birthright more than he is in All-Star Superman. There's a great origin of Lex in that. There's a great personal relationship, and you feel that personal vendetta here. We don't know what the backstory is going to be of why Lex really hates Superman, but a consistency is this like alien threat, and he really is opposed against it. And I love how vicious he's seeming. It really is like, okay, fine. If you stand with Superman, you all deserve to die then too.
Yeah.
I appreciate the willingness to throw it because he's just in like a boardroom for most of this trailer, just spouting shit. And yeah, if you guys haven't read Superman Birthright, I highly encourage it. And also, I encourage this is something that doesn't sound like we're shilling for DC. DC and Marvel both have comic book apps. And while buying physical media is the best way to support comic books, if you want to really catch up or really speed read through some, I love the way they do it because they like zoom in on the panels and the text. So that way it makes it really easy
If
for me to
you've never
digest.
read a comic, you learn how.
Yes, so I read it on my iPad or my phone. I've been reading a ton of comics that way. So the DC Infinite app, the Marvel Unlimited app, great way to catch up on comics. Glad we could shout that out.
And those clicks do help both inform and pay. Like it's not like as good as a physical comic, but it tells the teams they like, oh, these writers getting a lot of clicks, these artists, and that does help.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I thought this was an excellent trailer. I don't know if it's my favorite one of the three, but there's a lot of still really cool things. Doesn't matter. I don't want to rank trailers.
Which 2 minutes and 30 seconds of footage.
Yeah. Trailers revisited.
Last
Please,
overriding thoughts,
last
if
couple
that's
thoughts,
okay.
guys. Yeah, go ahead.
I talked a lot about the visuals. I do want to speak to the characters a little bit. I really love the laissez-faire choice of Lex Luthor walking through the like what she's doing with her blades and what the engineer, her chaotic vengeance, and then him juxtaposing that with calm control, I really think speaks to both of their relationships. And I love that one scene you get a sense of both the engineer and Lex. We'd seen it before, but this slight extension of that I think really elaborates on them.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Terrific, I'm telling you right now, I think he's going to be the sleeper hit of the film. I think
1000%.
he's going to be a household name by the end of the summer. I think both Edi Gathegi and Mr. Terrific are going to be known worldwide, and I think both of them deserve it. The character is incredible. Eddie's a delight, and I really think this trailer starts to showcase like the dynamic I think is going to be forming between Superman and Mr. Terrific, and I love that it's doing it in a way that doesn't tell us all the details. We're inferring Mr. Terrific, leaves the corporate. It looks like Lord Tech is the jackets and that NASCAR energy, and we know Maxwell Lord's involved. It looks like that's going to be a factor in the comics. Stag Industries is who creates Metamorpho. I imagine there's going to be an element of Stag Industries, Lord Tech, and of Lex Luthor and Luthor Corps all having some sort of element of billionaire and metahuman and all that stuff. That's going to be a great commentary on certain worlds we live in. And I think that is going to be interesting to see Mr. Terrific, who gives his technology away. The character wants the world to be fair play. Like he's got fair play written on his arm. I think the problem's going to be greed versus helping the world, and Superman is going to show Mr. Terrific that you can help the world in a way that's different than he's being used in the present. And I think that's going to be an incredible arc, and I think that I got from this trailer in a way that I hadn't seen teased before, while giving us a little bit more of characters we haven't seen, while still also making me feel like, first and foremost, Superman movie with other characters. This doesn't feel like there's too many characters. It feels like we've got Superman and how the world relates to him and how he relates to the world.
Excellent point. John, you have any last thoughts?
I just want to know what Lois is doing flying that spaceship.
Was there a baby? Did you guys see a baby?
I didn't catch a baby.
Could we? So that was the thing. In this spaceship, there's like a POV shot from Superman's perspective, and I thought I saw on the right side. And maybe I'm crazy because I'm thinking about having kids. Maybe I'm just seeing babies. Okay,
there,
so
right there,
He's holding
but
a
it's the
baby out in
Superman
space.
shot right here. There's a
Oh,
baby.
he is holding a
He's holding
baby.
a little green baby.
Okay.
What is that baby?
I just-
there's like Metamorpho over there.
Oh, and Crypto's
Yeah.
out here too.
Crypto's out. Okay, so there is.
So that's a crazy shot that I caught. It's like 3 frames.
That must be part of the whatever. Look at it.
Everyone
Is
in
that
the
Perry
news
White?
team.
Perry White.
Is that Perry White?
I didn't
Yeah.
catch that.
Oh my
Everyone in
God.
the news team's
Oh,
on the
that's
ship.
Smoking a
amazing.
cigar. He's on his laptop. Look,
This is such a good shot.
What a fun shot! They Lois is steering the ship.
The Daily Planet is in here because it looks like Cat Grant's in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's more people back there.
That's
Didn't even
so
notice.
cool.
Oh, they literally got like a whole bunch of homework going on. They got a pin board of everything
They're
happening.
doing stuff. They're journalists.
I hope my man's in there. I hope my man Lombard shows up.
Oh, the mustache will
This
show.
is really feeling like a splice of All-Star Superman and Superman Birthright to me, but I imagine that whatever comic I read, that's a quintessential comic of Superman. I'm going to be like, it also feels like this, which is probably the summation of why I'm looking forward so much to this experience, because this feels a lot like it's honoring quintessential Superman across the board. So thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you both showing up here at the last minute. We had no idea what's going on. We all have really busy schedules today, so thank you both for really attending here. I know you got to get out of here, Koi. Wish this man a happy birthday in the comments.
Thanks, man.
Get your Superman tickets. Watch this movie. Get your tickets. We'll see you guys soon.